The PGA Tour returns to Bay Hill in Orlando, Florida, site of the Arnold Palmer Invitational. This one is a beast. Par 72, measuring 7,466 yards. One of the hardest par 72s on the entire tour outside of the majors. All right, and there's going to be wind this week, so keep an eye on the weather. Early, and it could stretch into the weekend. That is going to play a factor. Your defending champion is Scottie Scheffler. Your favorite, big surprise, Jon Rahm at a price of plus 650. It's like we're back in the Tiger Woods era. Plus 650 for your favorite. Scheffler's in second at 9-1. We always like to begin with our futures plays. Let's begin with Matthew Fitzpatrick, the defending US Open champion, at a price of 35-1. Excellent price, but there's a reason for that. Fitzpatrick hasn't been playing very well this season, but notice I mentioned right off the top how difficult this course can play. There's nothing more difficult than the US Open. If you can play well in that event, you can play well here. And we've seen that from Fitzpatrick in the past. A top 10 in 4 straight starts at Bay Hill. He was runner-up here in 2019. If he finds that form this week, 35-1 is gonna look like a steal. We also like the idea of taking a shot on Viktor Hovland at a price of 32-1. Hovland's had 8 starts this season. He's made the cut in all 8 events. He's finished 21st or better in 7 of those 8 events. He's been rock solid. We're just looking for him to break through, which he almost did here last year when he finished second. Strokes gained off the tee, Hovland currently ranks 3rd over his last 3 events. This is an important metric for this week. Strokes gained off the tee, strokes gained on approach. That's what you're looking for when you're talking about Bay Hill, and Hovland checks one of those boxes. So at 32-1, maybe this is the year he breaks through. We're gonna go ahead and take a shot. Now, speaking of shots, long shots, I like to throw one your way every single week. How about old Tommy Fleetwood at a price of 70-1? He has been excellent at Bay Hill. 6 career starts on this track, 3 top 10s, punctuated with a 3rd place finish. He's coming off a 20th at the Genesis, so he's been good this year. He hasn't been great. Obviously, again, why he's priced in the neighborhood of 70-1, and he's strong on approach. And again, like we mentioned earlier, off the tee and your approach, that's where you have to be exceptional if you're going to challenge at Bay Hill in the Arnold Palmer. And when it comes to his approach, Tommy Fleetwood, that's a place where he excels. Now, for those of you who don't have the patience of waiting around, we want to look at the first round leader bets, right? Who's going to be leading after the first 18 holes? 2 guys we're going to throw your way this week. Jason Day, number 1, Will Zalatoris, number 2. Jason Day, it's like he's getting a second win. Those of you who like to go drinking, you probably know the story of Puke and Rally. This isn't a Puke and Rally, but in terms of a second win, Day's been fantastic this season. 4 top 10s over his last 9 starts. Like, this guy was one of the best in the world, disappeared for a while. He appears to be back. He's number 3 on the PGA Tour in first round scoring average, so he does break from the gates quickly, and he did win this event in 2016. So look for Jason Day not just as a first round leader. You can play some futures on him as well, but the books have caught on, and they're dropping those prices. I saw him as low as 28-1. As for Will Zalatoris, nobody has played better in the opening round of tournaments this year than him. Number 1 in first round scoring average. Finished 10th here 2 years ago, so he has had some success on this track. Last year, he had an average result at Bay Hill, and he was great in every category except putting. He lost strokes to the field putting last season. His flat stick has been much better over the last few weeks. And if he can put it together with the putter this week, he's another guy that you want to have first round bets on, but you should play some futures on Willie Z to win the tournament as well. 4-round matchup play. I really wanted to get Ricky Fowler involved this week because, like Jason Day, speaking of these career renaissances, these second wins, he's been playing great this season. So Ricky Fowler's minus 130 over Aaron Wise in a 4-round matchup. Fowler, 3 straight top 20s, punctuated by a 10th place finish at the Waste Management Open in Phoenix a few weeks back. He's played here a ton throughout his career. He's had a lot of success, so he knows the track well. Aaron Wise has played at Bay Hill 4 times in his career. He has a missed cut and 2 finishes outside the top 40. He also has 1 solid result as well, but for the most part, it has been a bit of a struggle. So Ricky Fowler minus 130 over Aaron Wise. And then finally, there are a lot of ways you can play this guy this week. I'm gonna give you Keith Mitchell to finish in the top 20 at plus 190. But I think you can play top 10, top 5. I think you should have a futures ticket on him as well. fantastic off the tee. And like we said, strokes gained off the tee, strokes gained on approach, 2 key statistics for this week. He's got 2 top 6 finishes in 4 career starts here, so he's had a lot of success on the course, and he is in fantastic form as of late, top 5s in 2 of his last 3 starts. So I'd get involved in Keith Mitchell. We're talking about him top 20 plus 190, but top 10, top 5, and if you want to play him to win this thing as well, I don't see anything wrong there. I'm Joe Fortenbaugh. This is OddsShark. Thanks for checking us out. Keep it locked in, oddshark.com. We got a lot coming up with UFC 285 this week. Johnny Jones returns. We've also got a lot coming up in the near future when it comes to March Madness, so thanks for sticking with us.